everybody. I'm just going to jump right into it. There's forces out there that we are not able to obtain in the physical. So we have to be able to relieve ourselves from this mental capacity of thinking that it is the body that is going to comprehend these forces that are out there. No. It's the soul. It's the soul connected to the mind that we will be able to uncover these forces that are out there. And the only way to be able to connect to this understanding is by removing ourselves from the equation, removing the flesh from the equation. Once we start to do such things, we're allowing the fields of consciousness, the fields that are always out there, to start moving more freely through us. It's how we're supposed to be. It's how we're supposed to live. Is we're supposed to allow this essence that is everywhere, that is in all things, to be able to move through us, to allow it to have the ability to be, instead of us trying to control all situations, us trying to manipulate things. And when we're in that state of being, we aren't actually allowing developments to take place. We're not allowing the truth to be told, for the truth to be felt, because you're in a state of control. In a state of control, there is no freedom. There is no abundance truly taking place. There's so much out there. It's unbelievable as to what sits out there in these spheres around our Earth. And there's levels. There's levels beyond this plane. And we can see them. We have the ability to see them, to see into them. But it's how much are you willing to remove yourself from the flesh to be able to truly see what's there. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of us being able to release. And there's many of us that don't want to do such things because of control. That if we allow everything to be, you're not truly allowing everything to be. You're trying to hold things tightly. And that holding is a stranglehold. It's a constraint. Everything's supposed to be moving freely. It's supposed to have this freedom to it. But if you're strong-holding everything, and you're having this tightening grip on everything, truly, you are not free. And you are not connecting to everything that is out there. You're putting a suppression on things. You're putting a limitation on things because you think it's only the flesh that can do such things. Wrong. It's so wrong. And what we have to be aware of, very aware of, is these people that have the viewership at a higher scale, that people have put trust inside of, that they have put this belief in knowing that since they have so many viewerships watching them and listening to them, that they must have this understanding, that they must have this all-knowing. No. That's the trickery within this game. That's the tricks. That is the trick. Is that we have been brought up into a society that's been building over many, many, many years. It's been decades that this has been building towards. That this building of, they know because they have so many people that follow them, that they're in this high class of society, so they must know. Why? Why do we allow ourselves to be tricked by this? Because we haven't done the work to uncover that it is a trick. We are blind to the manipulation. We are blind to the control. That's our own doing. We all have to take the responsibility of it. We have to take the responsibility of knowing that we've been duped, that we've been tricked, that we've been manipulated. And if we are not willing to face those facts, what's going to happen is we're going to continuously be tricked. It's easy as that. But the only way to understand that we've been tricked is through personal experiences. Is by catching the patterns, by checking in to see, has this taken place before? It seems like it's taken place before. It has taken place before. And it might not be in the same exact context that you're picking up on. It could be from something else. And if it's from something else, guess what? It's just a repetitive motion of control. It's just plug and play, plug and play, plug and play. Oh, this sheet now can be placed here and let's run the same protocol. Oh, this sheet is now placed here, let's run the same protocol. And the numbers might dwindle, right? The numbers might dwindle of people catching on to realizing that this was the same plug and play to a different situation. But it's only a small amount. So you think about how massive the collective is and how many people are still being controlled even with the plug and play situation. That's part of the trick. And another piece of that trick is once you do start catching on to the plug and play situation, we try telling others. We try showing others like, hey, this is what's going on. But what happens is people don't want to believe. People don't want to see the truth of what's really been going down. Because that means their reality is about to crumble the same way that our own reality crumbled into realization that it was a plug-and-play situation. But all you can do is continue living your life. You have to know that this is what's going on. This is what's taking place. And by living that way, you're accepting that this is the progression of life that we have to be in and inside of. That it's a dwindling factor of people realizing. Do we wish people to pick up on it faster? Do we wish for people to recognize the scenarios that are countlessly going to take place? Of course we want that to take place, but it's on their own discord, it's on their own progression, in the same way as our own progression led us to realize the plug and play situation that's going on. All we can do is continue living and experiencing and knowing that we're doing exactly what's needed, and by us doing exactly what's needed, we hope that others will catch on and be like, oh, this person's onto something. This person's doing something that's not normal, quotations normal. So there must be something that they're doing if they're living such a happy-filled life, if their life is not in pain, if their life is not in misery. There's something that they're doing. What are they doing? That is how they can start searching for you. They'll start reconnecting back to you by you just being the person that you are, by understanding those plug-and-play situations. And it's a countless fucking time that they've done it, and they will do it over and over again. And when I say they're doing their plug-and-play situation because they're being instructed to do the plug and play situation. But who is on top of that? Why are they doing this? I believe they're doing this because they're being instructed by God to do it for the ones that like ourselves, and I hope that you're listening to this because you understand what I'm saying to you, that God is looking for them to do those plug and play scenarios for us to wake up, for us to realize that that is part of the trapping, that there is only going to be a select few that recognize this. It's not going to be an abundance. It's not going to be a great number of people. Once again, we wish that it's a great number of people. We pray that it will be a great number of people, but that's not what's going to take place. People have to be filtered back through. That's a part of the plug and play too. Plug and play is people are going to be removed. People are going to leave this thing that we're inside of because they catch on. And I pray that I am one of them. I don't want to come back into this fucking bullshit again. But if I do, I hope I catch on to it faster and I'm able to explain it better to more people. And if not, well, I'll continue doing what I have to do to exit this motherfucker so I don't have to come back into it again. We can't limit ourselves. We can't stop ourselves. Growth is inevitable. Change is inevitable. But the change that takes place is predicted depending on each person. We have the ability to make the change that we want the change to be. We don't have to be a part of the change as being told that the change has to be. We can change what we want to change. That's what we've been gifted. That's what we've been given. Now it's on us how much we're willing to do in order to get there. Those spheres that I was talking about before that sit outside this earthly realm, there's spirits that are helping us. There is entities, there is souls that are trying to guide us to where we're supposed to go. And when we're able to connect to them, our understandings are only going to grow. Our truth is only going to be more clearly understood. But there's also spirits and souls out there that are unconscious the same way that there is people unconscious here of the plug and play situation. So we also have to be consciously aware of these souls that are unconscious, that they too will try to seep themselves back into us, that they will try to get back to us because we are an opening for them to be inside of, that they can live out what they think is meant to be. But we have to recognize that this isn't who I am, that this is not the person that I am trying to become because of something that has seeped into my portal, that has seeped into my fields, that is dead, that their physical body is dead, but their soul and their mind is still active. But they're still in the belief that they're part of this earth realm. That's why they search for us. They are seeking for the light. But what they don't realize is that the light is our auric field. It's our fields that sit around us. So what they think it is them coming, they're waking up. Oh shit, the light, I'm awake again, great. But then they don't realize for so long that it's them, not even them, that they're being filtered through somebody else who's actually here, and now we're having to deal with their unresolved consequences that they never resolved when they were living. So now we have to deal with their consequences, unresolved consequences, and we have to be able to live it out for them. Until we realize, oh shit, we have the ability to send them off, that we have the ability to actually bring them to the true light. This is the false light that they're inside of. The false light is somebody else's fucking fields. But we can bring them to the true light by being able to comprehend the understandings that sit beyond this place. It's why we have to learn, we have to understand, we have to continuously grow. It's our way out. It's our way to leave this fucking thing that we're inside of. It's our way out. It's okay. It's all okay. It's all okay, because even if we do not exit, we will get another try. Plug and play. We'll get another try to come back in, to understand where we once were, because we will be brought to the understandings of what we once understood from a previous life, because of how we've reincarnated, because of how we were brought to different information throughout the life form that we're currently inside of. By being brought to that information, the remembrance starts to take place. The understandings that were once a part of us from a previous life is now coming back to life within ourselves. The power is getting stronger. The understandings are getting faster. That's why we're here. It's all out of love. Somehow it's all out of love. The whole thing is out of love. Somehow it's out of love for all of this to take place. Love sometimes have to be so sick and twisted, because love is sick and twisted, but love can also be peaceful, love can also be calm, love can also be generous, love can be all of these things and more. But do we accept love? Do we embrace love for all that it is? We have to come in contact of all of its varieties of love. Coming in contact with all of the varieties of love allows for us to perceive love in this all-encompassing form. That's why we're here. That's why we're a part of this thing. To see what love truly is. To understand what love truly is. It's our exit. It's our beginning. It's our truth. It's our lies. It's our comfort. It's our discomforts. It's love. Love is all of it. But we have to learn the truth to love. We have to learn what love is all about. It's beautiful. Love sits within this earth, on this earth, around this earth, and in the unseens. Love is a part of it all. It's the beauty of our Lord, the beauty of our God. Why we have to be able to see God in a multi-dimensional way. If you see God as a woman, if you see God as a dog, if you see God as a deer, if you see God as nature, if you see God from this belief system, if you see God as a male, if you see God as whatever it is, that's the beauty of God. God is a multi-dimensional entity. It is a being that is not even in form. God is this energy. God is love. So if we see God from all of these positions, that means we're able to perceive everything for what it is, love. Even if somebody is spewing hatred, and hatred is still love. We have to not be able to attach ourselves to the spewing of hatred. We attach ourselves to the spewing of hatred. It means we're not living in love. We have to detach ourselves from all things that are a part of this earth realm. We have to detach ourselves from it and attach ourselves to the spirit of all. It's where we will find the truth. It's where we will find what we are actually looking for. But we don't have to detach from love. Since love is in all things, we don't detach from the constraints of love. We detach from the constraints of the stranglehold of not allowing us to be free. I want to be constrained to love. I want to be attached to love. I don't want to be constrained to something that is breathless, something that is not there. I want to be a part of something that is true. I want to be a part of something that is honest. But the way to get there is through understandings, it's through experiences, it's through comprehension of everything that's around us. It's all there. Everything that we seek is there. If you seek, it will be found. You have to look in order to receive. You have to act in order to obtain. If none of those are there, why are you expecting what you have seen to actually become a reality? It will never become a reality. It's dropping it, releasing it, detaching from it, and knowing that through your surrendering, you will be guided to all things that are meant to be. Your surrendering is going to be your relinquishing into love. Your surrendering is going to bring you the grace that you've wanted to be inside of. It's not easy to release, it's not easy to detach, but it is possible. Others have done it, and others will do it. Will you be the one that also does it as well? Will you be a part of that group that is able to obtain what is needed to obtain to leave this place, to leave this falsified truth that we've been inside of? I hope to be there. I hope to leave this place. I hope to be a part of it. And I hope to see you there as well. I hope to be with you, here and there, and everywhere. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Remember, everything that's been told to us is a lie, but that lie is also truthful. It's dependent on us to go find it. It's dependent on us to find the truth. It's dependent on us to accept the responsibility of what's needed to be free. It's on us.